Hey guys, it's MTV and Stuff here with the 2021 Giant Talon 1 29er. So today we are going to be doing a review and ride, just kind of going over the parts and just taking a look at this bike. Alright, so starting up in the front, we have a RockShox Judy coil fork. It's held up really well for me. I've had no issues with it, and it's just an awesome fork. It's coil, so it does have progressive travel, so that means it gets harder to push down as you go down, which is really good. So if you come off like a light drop, it's going to be really soft and cushy on the way down, but if you come off like a big drop, it's going to get hard to push down, so it's still suspends, you don't bottom out as easily as an air fork with no progressive travel around the same price. It is still a lower end coil fork, so you're not going to be getting all the features as like a Marzocchi bomber. Alright, so moving on to the wheels, we have just nondescript giant hubs, front and rear. So tires, we have Maxxis Recons, which are a big step up from the previous year's Giant Talon one, which did come with Ardent races, which are way just worse. These are really knobby, great for trails, loose dirt, which is what we have here. They are tubeless ready. All you have to do is put in valve, sealant, and tape. Which is what I've done in the front. Now my rear did come undone, but because they don't come with tubeless tape, I didn't know that. Brakes, we have hydraulic Tektro M275s, 180mm rotors in the front and 160mm in the rear. So yeah, let's move on to the drivetrain. Alright, so moving on to the drivetrain, we have a full Shimano Deore group set, which is pretty average on a bike for this price range, but what is not average on a bike for this price range is the clutch, which is really cool. So you see, this is with the clutch on, so when your bike is bouncing around, of course the chain is going to move, it's going to try to just bend around bottom cage on the derailleur. So look, I can't push that, but if I turn the clutch off, this would be like what a normal derailleur is, it flies everywhere, making all that unwanted noise. But turn it right back on, can't do that, it doesn't move. So it is 10 speed. We have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cogs in the rear. Quick release front and rear, which is something I would like to see through axles on this bike, but for $800 you really can't complain. This is a great bike. ProWheel cranks and sprocket. These are aftermarket pedals. I do recommend you get aftermarket pedals because these were like $20. These are Rock Bros platform pedals. They're on Amazon. It comes with these really bad plastic pedals because they assume you have your own pedals, which I did. You can use them, but they're not great. Alright, so the last most important part is the cockpit. So we have a 70mm stem, a little long, but again, can't complain for this price range. 780 or 60mm bars, I don't remember which. So the cool thing about the shifters on this though is, so they have the retro style of shifting as well as normal shifting. So on modern bikes these days, you see, so you have upshift and downshift, but on older bikes, you can shift it like this, so like that and that. So this actually moves both ways to upshift, which I think is personally a really cool feature. Alright, so that concludes the spec list. Now let's get shredding.